Hey everyone, Mike and Riah here with Hikes with Mike YouTube channel and hikeswithmike.com. On a little bit of a different adventure today. We're actually out here in Crestone, Colorado. Crestone is a mountain community that's down here in the Sangre de Cristo mountain range, part of the San Luis Valley. It's an absolutely incredible area. If you ever get the opportunity to check this out, it's right next to Great Sand Dunes National Park and many other outdoor opportunities as well. We're celebrating our engagement though. Riah and I recently got engaged, and we're here to celebrate. So our first stop on our trip here is at the Tashi Gomeng Stupa. A stupa is a Buddhist, correct me if I'm wrong, religious site where people who practice Buddhism come here to meditate and pray. And we're going to check it out. Well, as I mentioned earlier, Crestone sits in the San Luis Valley, and from here at the Tashi Gomeng Stupa, you can really see the expanse of this valley. Just absolutely incredible. I believe the total square miles is over 8,000 square miles. And to the west over there, you can see the San Juan Mountains. Like I mentioned, we're currently right up against the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. There you see the Blanca group, which sits just south of Great Sand Dunes National Park. This entire area, the San Luis Valley, Crestone, and its other neighboring towns, is known not only for the Great Sand Dunes National Park, but also the massive 14ers and other mountains that dominate the skyline over here. So right in front of us, we're looking at Crestone Peak, Crestone Needle, Challenger Point, and a little bit of Kit Carson as well. Just some of the 14ers that are in this beautiful area of Colorado. Guys, we're at our second destination of the day. So we're currently at the UFO Watchtower, which is outside of, I believe, Hooper, Colorado. Kind of on your way down to the Great Sand Dunes National Park. A really cool thing about this UFO Watchtower, aside from the fact that it is a UFO Watchtower, is that there's also this really cool garden of different statues and art that people have contributed to over the years. And it's pretty detailed, pretty expensive. So we're gonna kind of walk around here and check this out. So part of the garden here at the UFO Watchtower is that you're allowed to leave trinkets or really anything that you want to commune with extraterrestrials. Well, if you know me, you know I'm a sucker for a informational, scenic spot. So we're here on our way to Great Sand Dunes National Park, which as I pan to the northeast, you can see in the distance. But all around us, it's absolutely stunning beauty. 14ers and 13ers. Breathtaking. All right, guys, we made it. Great Sand Dunes National Park and Preserve. Beautiful drive-in, as always, and I love coming to this park for a few different reasons. One is just the sheer beauty of it. Another is really the lack of other tourists out here. You know, most national parks in the state of Colorado are pretty much overran with tourists at this point. And a lot of times you'll need a timed entry permit in order to get in, but this is not one of them. So super excited to be here. Stick along for some more footage of our hikes today. All right, we are at the trailhead, kind of more just a parking lot at Great Sand Dunes National Park, and you can actually see the dunes just above me there, right there. So we're gonna be hiking up about as far as we can. There's really no designated trail when you get to the Great Sand Dunes National Park. There are some significant dunes, however, that you can try to aim for and hike up to. So we're just gonna hike up, you know, wherever we, you know, kind of wherever the path leads us, and get some good views. Enjoy the scenery. Enjoy the hike with us. So a big factor that a lot of people don't take into account when hiking at Great Sand Dunes National Park is the fact that you're hiking in sand. So a 3-mile hike will feel like a 6-mile hike because of the amount of strain, you know, you're putting on your calf muscles and whatnot to trudge through the sand. So something to keep in mind, but I will say that this entire park is perfect for anyone of all ages. Brought my parents here, my sister here, and now my fiance here. All right, well, Riah and I have scoped out the dune field as we've made our approach, and we've decided on one particular dune that we're gonna aim for. This one straight ahead, right there. So when you are hiking around Great Sand Dunes National Park, one, be prepared for the wind. Excuse the wind right now in the video. But also you'll notice a lot of people with what look to be like shorter surfboards, and they're actually sandboards, so they're sandboarding down these dunes. It actually looks pretty fun. I am not brave enough to try it. Wind up there on our route to that dune we picked out was extremely windy. I'm sure you can hear the wind right now. It was so hard it was almost knocking Riah flat on her face. Sand blowing right into your teeth, getting into everything. So we're pulling an audible and we're checking out this spot instead. We made it up as far as we could, but the wind out here is just brutal and it's getting in everything. My point is camera actually got a bunch of sand in the buttons, so now all those buttons are stuck. So I think it's a good time for us to head back and just enjoy the view from the bank over there. We may have sand in every crevice of our body, but you can't beat that view. Well, we're saying goodbye to the town of Crestone, which means we're also saying goodbye to this awesome Airbnb that we found. Just wanted to show off this place for just a few minutes because we really had a great time here. This is our view of the front door. Views of some 14ers like Challenger and Kit Carson up there. Crestone and the Needle just barely showing over the ridge there. We love the fact that they converted what was probably like a shed or a garage into this Airbnb, because they kept a lot of the same charm. These unfinished walls and interior we find really cool. Really neat furniture. As you saw, I just walked through this massive garage door that we loved having open while we were trying to cool off at night after hiking around all day. There's the kitchen, view of the bedroom. Yeah. highly recommend you stay here if you get the opportunity. We really enjoyed our stay. We arrived at another stupa. Not sure the name of this one, but I know the Crestone area holds multiple stupas. Hey everyone, we're on our way out of Crestone and we had a few minutes, so we figured we would stop by for a short hike at the Crestone Ziggurat. The Crestone Ziggurat is, to my knowledge, the only ziggurat in the United States. Ziggurats are religious towers that allow the people who practice, believe Hinduism or Zoroastrianism, correct me if I'm wrong, to commune with the gods or God. So we are going to take a quick short hike to check this out and bring you along with us. We got some storm clouds moving in, so this is going to be a very short hike. But it is just so beautiful up here. It's so eerily weird. You can see my truck down there at the bottom. Some people cycling the road, which looks like so much fun. Well, you can probably hear the thunder in the background, so we're not going to spend too much time up here at the top. But Riah pointed out that we are likely facing due north from the position that the ziggurat places you at once you get to the top. And it is just an absolutely stunning view all the way up. Really makes you understand why someone would build a religious site in this area. Well, just a friendly reminder, this is a religious site, as I mentioned. So just be respectful when you come here. Don't be playing loud music or causing a ruckus in any kind of way. People will appreciate you for it. Riah says the sand is hot, so she is booking it.
Yeah.
Wish we could stay here all day. Look at that view.